Right, question 6. 200 students in a college, each one takes art, graphics or textiles. 116 female students, graphics, textiles, art. So we've got a two-way table to produce here. So two-way tables, as long as you plan them out, are fine. So what I'm going to do is put the subjects along the top, and then along the side I'm going to put the gender. So gender, first of all, male and female, and then total at the bottom. And then we've also got arts, graphics and textiles. So art, graphics and then textiles, and you also need a total. So male, female, and we've got then art, graphics and textiles, and we've got total again and total again here. So you just write information down as it said. So the 200 students in total, each student's that. Of the 116 students, every single number has a place. 26 study graphics, 22 male students study textiles, 130 students study art. The number of students who study graphics is the same as the number of students who study textiles, so this and this are the same. So the first thing you need to do, and work out how many male students study art, so that's what we're looking to find there. You know that these two will add up to 70 because 200 in total, so if you take off the art then that's 70. So if you half your 70, that will tell you exactly how many study graphics and textiles. So I'll change the colour here so that it shows that we're doing we're actually adding values in from calculations. So textiles here, well that'll be 13. Equally this will then be 9. We've then got 26 and 13. Well that will add up then to 39. Now if I do 116 take off 39, then that will give me how many art students that are female, which is 61, 71, 77. We get to that point then. Once we've got the female 77 in, we can work out how many male art students there are, and we've got it right. What I'll probably do first is work this out, because then that can be a double check here. So I'll then get 84. So 84 there. And I'm going to work out this value in here. Now, two ways of doing it, and I would say do them both to check that it works. So that will give you the first answer, which is 53. And also then if you add 53 to 9 and to 22, you'd expect to get 84. So that's 75, 84. So that does work and that does work, so we're fine. So then I'd just put underneath here 53 male art students. Question 7. There are female and male students at the disco. One of these students is chosen at random. The probability that this student is male is 2/5. There are 96 female students at the disco. Work out the total number of students at the disco. Right. So if you know that there's a probability of 2/5 male, then what's that mean female? Well, that female means 3/5. Now we know that females there are 96 students here. 96 female students there. So if we then work out what that works for 1/5, so if I divide this by 3, that will tell me what 1/5 is equivalent to. So dividing that by 3 then gives me 32. And we want everybody. So if we times this by 5 to get 5/5, 32 times by 5 will then give you the 160 that you needed. Question 8. Joan is planning this holiday trip to Hinterglemm for herself and her 2 children. So we've got an adult, we're going to just put these things down, plus 2 children. They're going skiing for 6 days. And the table shows the cost of ski hire, boot hire and buying a lift pass in the 2 shops there. All prices shown in euros. Joan will use her own skis and her own boots. So Joan, if she's got her own skis and her own boots, she just needs the lift. For 6 days she'll need to hire skis for each of the 2 children, boots for each of the 2 children, and buy lift passes for herself and each of her 2 children. Shop A gives 5% off the total cost, and shop B, so I'm going to just write down 5% here and 3%. Once I hire the skis and boots and buy the lift passes from the same shop, she wants to get everything from the cheaper shop. Which shop is cheaper? You must show all your working. Right. So split into 2 bits. So we've got 2 shops. I think it's just called shop A and shop B, is it? Yeah. So we've got shop A here and shop B here. So what we're needing is to work out, and what I'll do is I'll just circle them to make them easy. So it's for 6 days. Joan's just needing a lift pass, and the kids are needing everything. So lift pass and everything. And what you've also got to remember is to times these by 2. So we've got 236 plus 2 lots of 78 plus 52 plus 165. So once we've got that, that gives us £826. Now this first shop going to give us 5% off, so 5% of that is divide it by 10 and divide it by 2 again, so that will give you £41 and 30p off. So the total on this one, if I take off that from £826, I then get £787, sorry, £84. Write that again, looks like I'm writing 7,000 there. £784 and 70p. So we've got the first one worked out. The second one then, same again, so it's £242 plus 2 lots of 68 plus 48 plus 160. So it's your 242 plus 2 lots of 68 plus 48 plus 160. So that gives you £794. Now this time we want 3%. The way to do that, divide it by 100 and then times it by 3. So that gives us then £23 and 82p. So the total on this one is going to be £770 and 18p. So we've then got our final comment, which is which shop is cheaper. So it's shop B is cheaper, and then you put by how much. So we take one value off the other. So 770 and 18p. And you can take that away from what you previously just worked out. So it's cheaper by £14 and 52p. Question 9. So doing a survey about DVDs, he writes a questionnaire. He decides to hand out his questionnaire to women who were inside a DVD store. His sample is biased. Give 2 reasons why. Well, he only asked women. No males. And then what's the other reason? Well, why else? About DVDs, because he's only asking people in a DVD store. So asking inside a DVD store. Oh, Dave. DVD, Dad. I was like Dad now. DVD. DVD store means they are more likely to buy DVDs. So you really got that, those two are the two major reasons there. Then we've got questions and a questionnaire. He write down two things wrong with this question. So we've got part B. Well, first of all, there's overlapping boxes. Five in two boxes. And also you can't go above 20. So I can't answer above 20. Question 10. We've got five female giraffes with a mean weight of X and 7 male giraffes with a mean weight of Y. Write an expression in terms of X and Y for the mean weight of all 12 giraffes. Okay, so what we then do is, to work out the mean of them all, well, we'd work out the total weight of the 5 female giraffes, so it's 5 times X. And we're going to work out the 7 male giraffes. When I add them together, I'm going to divide them by 12.